We're in the show me state. Okay, Missouri, show me what you got. Good morning again from Route 66. Today is going to be filled with all kinds of sights. Let's get on the road and check them out. Today we're driving from Sullivan, Missouri to Springfield, Missouri. It's about a 200-mile ride. This small structure called Bourbon Lodge originally was a Phillips 66 gas station built around 1932. The brick building next door was the 1932 Bourbon Lodge Cafe. A lot of Route 66 is like this, just rolling hills, trees, and skirting along the highway. That's Interstate 44 over there. It really hasn't taken that long to go from Sullivan to Cuba, where we find Missouri Hick Barbecue. It's a relatively new stop on Route 66. It's been here, well, pushing 20 years actually, but it's right next to one of the more famous locations, the Wagon Wheel Motel Cafe and Station. It's the oldest continually operated motel on Route 66. It's been fully restored. It has a motel and a gift shop. Blends, of course, vintage and modern, which makes it for a unique and memorable stay. Word has it the owner of the Shamrock up in Sullivan is now the owner of the Wagon Wheel. And as we saw the extensive renovations at the Shamrock, that place is going to be top-notch. So whether you decide to stay in Sullivan or here in Cuba, I think either location is going to be a great vintage stay on Route 66. Yeah, but it's kind of where most dogs want to go. Cuba, Missouri has about 3,300 residents with many interesting places and a rich history. The native Osage people once traveled an active trail through the area, a trail that later became Route 66. Cuba is known as the Route 66 Mural City because just about everywhere you look along downtown, you'll likely see a brightly painted wall. There's Amelia Earhart, who made an unscheduled stop here in 1928. The Gold Star Boys, dedicated to those lost in World War II, local banker A.J. Barnett, and Cuba's first Model T. Even the traffic control boxes are painted. 15 men became Cuba's first volunteer fire department in 1934. This firehouse was built for them that same year. Of course, there's a gas station for Mother Road travelers. Downtown has its small-town issues like many others, but plenty of businesses still seem to thrive in Cuba. You'll pass several restaurants and many shops. This Fieldstone Church was built in 1936. The Crawford County Historical Society Museum occupies this two-story building from 1934. The Hayes Shoe Store has been family-owned and operated for more than 60 years. Check out online Cuba's impressive interactive website. It shows most of the murals and other locations tucked away on its side streets. The Fanning 66 Outpost General Store is a favorite. Well, why not? It has the world's second largest rocking chair. Yeah, that's big. That's big too. Lots of stickers. I think we're going to have to add one. There's a spot right there. It's also known for having hundreds of different items in its gift shop that you can buy. Signs, patches. They say it's one of the more unique stops along Route 66. Happens to be closed when I'm coming through, but it's a picturesque stop nonetheless. Oh, why not? We put a second one on. Can you find it? Thanks again to the generosity of Drive-In Donuts in St. Louis. I'm going to have a donut for breakfast today. I'm saving that huge apple fritter for later. I think it's almost as big as that chair. I'm watching my speed. So is he. Surprise! There's an old motel for sale. Here's Rolla, population 20,000. Rolla is named after North Carolina's capital, Raleigh, but spelled in a more phonetic way, as North Carolina's locals pronounced it at the time. Rolla is a regional hub for technology, education, and outdoor recreation in the Ozarks. Of course, old Route 66 cuts through the center of the historic town, as it does most everywhere else in Missouri. The usual, a mix of current businesses and empty storefronts. It still has the old county jail dating to 1860. Established in 1870 as the Missouri School of Mines, this is now Missouri University of Science and Technology. The school has its own mine rescue team, an extensive mineral collection, and high-pressure water jet technology that has been used to create art, like the scale model of Stonehenge. That's so cool, I have to drive by it again. Super impressive. It's a mostly cloudy day, so no shadows. Does that mean it's not working at the moment? Well, I'm sure those ancients who were able to conceive and build the original understood completely no matter the weather. Another well-known round structure, a traffic circle, is just after Stonehenge heading west. This one is large and open. Lots of room for, well, I don't know, perhaps another water-cut monument in the future? Who knows? I just have to pay attention to the traffic and road signs so I exit at the right spot. You know, these can be pretty easy to miss. Another great old stone church. I wonder what that was. Hard to miss is the Totem Pole Trading Post sign. Dating to 1933, the Totem Pole calls itself the longest-running Route 66 business in Missouri. It first opened in Arlington and moved to Rolla in the 1960s. It moved again in 1977, and the building in this spot was torn down. Thankfully, for those seeking Route 66 locations, the big sign remains. This part looks like it's 100 years old. The bridge is out, so I have to get onto 44 east and then come back to 44 west and pick up Route 66 again. This is the second overpass that has been closed, which means I've got to go down 44 to the next exit and backtrack a second time. That was a solid 10-mile detour. Just for that. And this detour is really worth it because we're going to the Devil's Elbow. The big Piney River cuts through the Ozark Hills and rocks as it snakes its way downstream. At one point it sharply switches direction, which locals bemoaned as a devil of an elbow bend. And so the name, Devil's Elbow. It was a difficult section for Route 66 travelers, especially trucks, until the wide 4-lane bypass known as Hooker's Cut eased the drive. This road appears much as it did when it opened in the early 1940s. Teardrop Road was originally the only way to pass through, becoming twisty and hilly as you continue west. The Munger Moss Sandwich Shop was the place to stop in town. It's now the Elbow Inn, which remains perched high above the riverbank. The inn is next to a narrow 1923 steel truss bridge. It carried Route 66 traffic from 1926 to 1943. In 1941, the State Planning Commission listed it as one of 7 beauty spots in Missouri. It is a really nice spot. I stopped to eat my sandwich there near the old fire truck. There's a combination post office and general store, which has gone by the names of Miller's, Allen's, and presently Sheldon's. Thanks to Hooker's Cut bypass, it doesn't take but a few minutes to reach St. Robert, and a place that's completely different. Not the planetary pronunciation Uranus. This is Uranus. Yes, I parked right under the sign. This stop has, well, a little of everything. It's not a sideshow. This whole place is a circus. You know, it's one of those quirky roadside attractions that have made Route 66 famous. Look what we have across the street. Yeah, it's another muffler man. The Sideshow Museum, outdoor store, escape rooms, and other interactive attractions are all here to entertain. It's the fudge most people stop for. Well, and there's that. Doesn't say I can't video it. That's what you expect to find on Route 66. The towering neon sign is one of the most recognizable along all of Route 66. Back on the road. Whoa, did we miss something? The 1903 Pulaski County Courthouse is where Governor John Ashcroft signed the 1990 bill designating Route 66 an historic highway. Easy to overlook, I think this tiny mural is fun. The Rubidoux Bridge was built in 1923. Widened later in 1939. A park next to it was an encampment on the Cherokee Trail of Tears. Many markers and monuments about the trail are all along this area. No matter how you decide to travel Route 66, you're never going to see everything. There is just too much. Some things you can't even find easily, and it takes a long time. I mean, it's like a scavenger hunt. And I would suggest getting the Route 66 app, perhaps getting a physical book so that you can take a look at it, you know, at your own pace, kind of plan what you'd like to go see, and then that way you won't be disappointed when you're out on the road. If you see most of the things, well, then you've done pretty well. For me, I'm trying to go end to end and see as much as possible while driving it in a reasonable amount of time. So, I'm up for the challenge. That's not in any of the guides. I've been checking the weather often because, as you know, in the Midwest, storms can be big and severe, and I want to avoid that at all costs, especially in this car. I cannot allow this car to get damaged in any way. So, I am trying to slip through a very narrow window through Missouri and into Oklahoma, where the weather appears to be clear, or clear enough at least, that I'm not going to run into any large storms or perhaps even any rain. I feel that once I can get toward Texas at this time of year, I should be in pretty good shape, and certainly out west it looks to be very nice for the duration of the trip. So that's kind of what I'm up against also in today's drive, is just trying to get myself in position so that I'm not facing any storm delays and I can continue driving across Route 66 as planned. In no way am I trying to rush driving Route 66. This is a road that you really have to take your time with and appreciate. There are plenty of long stretches where it's just residential or rural, wide open, 55 miles an hour, so you can't help but drive it fast. If you really want to get the sense of driving fast, check out GPS 2. I have what I call drive laps episodes. Every leg of my journey is on GPS 2 in GoPro time warp mode. So in 7 or 8 minutes, you can cover about 100 miles of the Mother Road. If you like, string them all together, and you can see the entire Mother Road, end to end, from Chicago to Santa Monica. It's all on GPS 2. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the ride so far, and if this is your first episode, you can always go back and check out some of the earlier ones. Let me know down in the comments below which of the stops you like the best. The Gasconade River Bridge has been closed to traffic for many years. On either side are pullouts to the portion of the old highway leading to the span. The best seems to be on the western end. Because it's closed, this is a perfect opportunity to see it from the air with a drone. This steel bridge was constructed in 1922. A small group of local residents created a Missouri nonprofit organization to raise money to repair and maintain this part of Route 66 history and legacy. They say if their efforts one day fall short, state authorities will demolish the bridge. As of the centennial, we can still visit and take a peek as to how it might have appeared driving across this majestic span. I like this little sign. We get a rocket too. This stop self-proclaims itself to be the world's largest gift shop. Perhaps. Remember the Munger Moss sandwich shop back at Devil's Elbow? When the 4-lane bypassed that small town, the sandwich shop moved here to Lebanon and expanded to become a motel in 1946. It's still open and managed by the same family for more than 50 years and considered a great vintage overnight stay. The sign is a style Holiday Inn would famously later adopt. Across the street, all that's left for Forest Manor Motel is its sign. Like so many of the places you see, I have no idea what this old gas station was. For every location listed in the Route 66 guides, there must be at least another dozen silent witnesses to the Mother Road's past. This is fairly typical scenery across the middle of Missouri heading west. 2 lanes, not any traffic to speak of, green fields, rolling hills, homes, occasional cuts through rocks. Marshfield, population almost 8,200, has the distinction as the highest county seat in Missouri at 1,493 feet elevation. Yeah, that's what I need. I came to the right place. It's also the birthplace of a renowned astronomer with a special monument. It's a replica of the Hubble Space Telescope. I wonder if it can see all the way to Santa Monica. This is here because Edwin Hubble was from Marshfield. The Hubble Telescope was launched in 1990, repaired in space with a corrective lens. It's the size of a large school bus and weighs about as much as 2 adult elephants. When it was on Earth, of course. In its weightless orbital life 332 miles up, Hubble has provided scientists with over 1.7 million observations. Pretty cool. Good engineering, always in style. As we celebrate 100 years for Route 66 and 250 years for the United States, it's fitting we reach the birthplace of the Mother Road as the final stop for today's journey. Rest Haven Court dates to 1947. That sign inspired the Munger Moss version. In 1952, Rest Haven added 10 additional cabins and more rooms 2 years later by enclosing garages. The trend-setting sign was put up in 1953. Nearby Rancho Motel has only its sign remaining. This old court-style hotel has seen better days. These have fallen into complete disrepair. cool brick and glass brick work. Mixed in with natural stone. Shamrock Court is for sale. I'm spending the night just beyond at an iconic motel. I'm staying in room 4 tonight, so let's check it out. The rooms are small, but you know, this was an old motor court built in 1929. The rooms are steeped in Route 66 decor. Older couple owns and runs it. Phyllis met me at the desk. Really nice. Just telling me all about the history of the place. Here's the bathroom. Of course, it's all retro but renovated. Everything nice, new, clean, but appears as it did back in the day. Except, of course, for the artwork. All that is original tile. I'm bunking next to Billy, although Billy seems to be kind of chilling for the moment. He's someplace cool, probably back among the leaves. This was the original family home, and then they added a gas station, then they added all the rooms back here. But after that, the Great Depression hit, and it put them out of business. Until 1940, there were more than a dozen owners trying to make this work. The current owners bought it in 2019. The pandemic hit, and actually it was great for business. You could just pull right up to your room, walk straight in. It was contactless. They were full. They couldn't keep up. The old gas station reflects the theme of Rockwood, filled with all sorts of collected memorabilia from the early years of Route 66. Prince Albert isn't in a can. He is the can. I think it looks good parked there, but I have my eye on another car. Yeah.
Hi.
Tell me about what you're doing.
We're driving Route 66. We're doing it in a week in an electric car. We're calling it Route 66 Recharge. I wish we could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but we're gonna have a blast either way. This is day 2 for us.
Yeah, we're calling it Celebrating the Past, Driving the Future. So what better time to do it than the centennial?
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you guys. Have a safe trip, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you
Awesome.
so
We'll
much.
see ya.
Can't wait to see your journey.
Happy charging.
Bye.
Just a short time ago, I got to meet Liv and Patrick, the electric duo. They are taking their EV across the country from Chicago to Santa Monica in about a week. Wow! Check out their channel. Springfield has several car-themed locations, like Don's Old Cars and Antiques right down the sidewalk from Rockwood Motor Court. Farther down is the Route 66 Car Museum, with a rotating display of more than 60 classic vehicles and sports cars from both sides of the Atlantic. mosque, this building was billed as having the largest auditorium west of the Mississippi when it opened in 1923. Elvis Presley performed here in 1956. 3 U.S. presidents, Roosevelt, Truman, and Reagan, made speeches in the auditorium. Park Central Square is a nice, tranquil, quiet place these days, but it's where Wild Bill Hickok survived a duel on July 21, 1865. A marker commemorates that famous shootout. Route 66 was born here. The Woodruff Building is a downtown landmark built in 1911, recently refurbished. Here in the offices of John Woodruff were negotiations that led the way to newly created Route 60 being given a new, more memorable designation, Route 66. Yep, it happened here. Gilead's Theater was built in 1926 in a Spanish colonial revival style. It has been maintained and renovated to preserve its original architectural detail. The birthplace of Route 66 Park is a few blocks from the Colonial Hotel, where Springfield businessman John T. Woodruff and Cyrus Avery proposed the idea of a highway from Chicago to Los Angeles. In the park is a replica sign from Sheldon Cheney's small gas station and cafe that served hamburgers from beef raised on the back of the property. Across the street is a long, detailed Route 66 mosaic created by local artist Christine Schilling with the help from several young students.
Oh, this is too funny. There's Sasquatch on Route 66, and as you drive up, he hides behind the bush.
I sure enjoyed this leg of the journey, and I hope you did too. Come again as we continue west on Route 66.